Hello, I am Lee from the blog Little by Little Home, and today I'm going to work on a project. I'm going to paint something that my family has no idea I'm about to do. So what do you think? It's different, isn't it? I love it. If you've been following along with my blog for a while, then you probably really got used to just seeing the fireplace just the same color as the walls. This fireplace was the first thing I painted in our living room. I have a blog post and a video about that. If you want to check that out, I'll put it in the description below. But I painted it because I just wanted it to look different. I didn't want it to be the same stone look that it was before because it just wasn't a great looking stone. For a year, the walls were tan. They were tan when we moved in, and the fireplace was the Bear Swiss Coffee. And then a year ago, I painted the walls the Bear Swiss Coffee, and our couch is light, our rug is light, everything is light if you haven't noticed yet. I prefer just the base to be a light color, and then I can add in fun colors and change things out for seasons or anything if the base is a lighter color. But I've kind of been thinking that I wanted to change here in our living room, add a little bit of color. I did a makeover on the other side of our living room. You can go back a video or two and check that out where I gave that a makeover. One of the first rooms I worked on was our living room when we moved in, got this settled, and then I moved on to the rest of the house. And now that that's all gotten some, at least the basics done, I've come back down to our living room, and that's why I'm working a bit in here. So I did that makeover there, and then I was thinking, oh, I feel like I need to do something. First thing I thought I was doing some type of accent wall on this entire wall and leaving the fireplace as it was. I didn't know what color I was gonna do, but initially I was just gonna do all of the wall around the windows. And then I just realized that it was going to make the fireplace look small. It's not small. The mantle comes up, it's about 5 feet tall. So it's not a short fireplace, but because the stone is only on the bottom, it can give the appearance in maybe videos or photographs that it isn't as tall as it is. My first initial thought was to do an accent color on the wall, leave the fireplace as it was. I don't know what color I was gonna do, but I was really kind of thought that what if I did that, it was going to make the fireplace look short. It was going to kind of draw the eye down to that because I was thinking about doing some type of color up here. Then my next thought was, well, what if I painted the fireplace? And I thought about that. And then I thought if I painted it some type of green, I have green throughout my house. There's a couple other colors I was thinking about. I think I'm gonna use them in some other room makeovers, so I'm not gonna spill the beans on what those colors are quite yet. Then I thought that if I just painted the fireplace, it was going to draw the eye down and was going to, again, make the fireplace look shorter. I was like, what I need to do is I need to draw the eye up with the design. And a lot of fireplaces you'll see they'll have stone on top. It's like, I really don't want to build the wall out. I don't want to buy sheetrock, and I didn't want to do anything that was going to be permanent. Paint can always be painted over. And I thought, well, what if I paint the wall above it the same color as I paint the fireplace, which will help draw the eye up. I think that idea was successful, but what I needed to do was to create a border on either side. You'll notice that there are 2 windows. That kind of gives a natural border, but above it, you can see over here, there is about almost a foot of open space there. What I decided to do was to outline. So the wood that I used for that is just found, it's like with the dowels and the different trim pieces, it's only a ½ inch wide. I cut it there at the store. You pay per foot, so it really was only a couple dollars for each one. And I painted it, and to adhere it, I was going to just use like our nail gun and put it up, and James is like, Why are you gonna nail that? Nothing's going to be attached to it. It's not holding anything up. There's no reason for that necessarily to be nailed in. He's like, what if you just glue it? I was like, I don't wanna glue it. I don't wanna glue it because when I go to take it off, if I decide to do something different, then it's gonna peel off the plaster on the walls. So he said, why don't you use Sugru? This is not a paid ad right now, but I did do a campaign for them back in the fall, and I had a ton of it left over. So let me show you. Okay, so it is a moldable glue. It comes in different packets. There's different colors. I ended up just using the white. You just open it up. It's kind of like not a sticky gum. Basically, you use it to adhere things. It takes about 30 minutes or so, and then it's fully set. A blog post for something that I did in my daughter's room about this, and then I did some stuff about it on Instagram. But anyway, I hung up some wreaths up on the wall for Christmas, and then was able to just easily take them off. So it hardens, but then if you just I just used my fingernail a little bit and was able to pull it off, but it didn't just ever fall on its own. I don't really know how they make this stuff, but it works. So I ended up using a little bit on just like those dowel pieces of wood, hung it up, pressed it for a little while, and it stayed. So I think it's a really great solution because I don't have a hold patch from putting a nail in. I don't have glue that has taken off any of the paint or any of the plaster. I'll just easily be able to take this off if I decide to change it out again. I'll use maybe a total of 1/4 paint to do all of this. Now the floor I ended up painting black. Before it was completely just black in the back, but I painted the floor then black as well. This was just a fun, creative project. I just needed to do something that was fun, that I was not necessarily planning. I had been thinking about it for maybe a week. So just a little bit of encouragement for you that if you're thinking about doing something, especially painting a fireplace, go for it. Because guess what? If you don't like it, you can just simply repaint it. And you can do any color. Nobody says that a fireplace has to be black or white. It can be green, it can be purple, it can be yellow, it can be whatever you want. Just remember, it's your home. You can paint things whatever color you want, do your style, whatever it is in your home. But if you are thinking about adding a little color, don't ignore the fireplace. And if you need to draw the eye up, this is a great solution to doing so. And even if you don't have windows, because most people don't have an old home, that has old windows or anything next to it, just simply outline it yourself, trim it out yourself, and just create your own upper fireplace. Thanks for watching this video. I would love it if you would subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section below. But thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.